They, too, were holding hands. Entwined, I thought. Knotted, woven, linked. And that was the moment the room plunged into darkness. I felt the pressure of Henry's palm. There was one short, sharp scream from the balcony, but otherwise the crowd remained calm. No rush for the exits, no hysteria. This kind of thing happened too frequently now for it to rouse much of a panic. Still, I felt the heightened tension in the room. The shallow breathing, hands squeezing hands, sweat rising on palms, eyes staring into nothing. Whispers of confusion and comfort. We waited in darkness for 1 minute, 3, 5. My thoughts turned to Luna, the young Luna here in the room, and the other Luna out there somewhere. Was that Luna still alive? Did she ever wonder about me, too? Did she wear a diamond ring on her finger? On a chain around her neck? Or was it hidden away in a drawer, unworn and forgotten? My eyes adjusted. A few exit signs glowed orange. The greenish hue of screens flickered like fireflies on a summer night. I remembered the security check, devices strictly forbidden inside the auditorium. But of course there are always people who will find a way to break the rules. "The whole city is out," one woman declared, reading from a bright light. This information provoked more agitation, groans, and some hurried, hushed conversations. Who cares if the city is out, I thought. Perhaps it was one of those megastorms, or a tremor deep underground, or a hurricane off the coast of Borneo. The news exhausted me. The news bored me. What did it matter? Here we sat, the proverbial ducks. We might as well just reach for the chocolate candy in our pockets, hold the hand of the one we love best, and smile. Backstage, I heard the rustle and hurried footfalls of venue staff, doing their best to turn the lights on again. "We've got it," a voice called. "The generator." There was the thump of a heavy lever being pulled, and dim yellow lights emerged along the base of the walls and along the rows between seats. Suddenly the space was transformed. It was no longer dark and menacing, nor was it a grand auditorium divided between stage and audience. It was now simply a room, a large, cozy room with an arched ceiling and many, many chairs. Oh, this is something, I thought. Now we can have a proper chat. Now we can get down to the things that matter. The young woman, Luna, had been perched on a folding chair. Now she again stood. She tapped the microphone gently, but it was dead, of course, and so she called out, "Ms. Skinner." I felt a surge of great affection for her, irrational in its intensity. That mole high on her right cheek. I struggled to recall the other Luna, the Luna from a lifetime ago. "Yes, dear," I said. "Please go ahead." I wanted to scoop her up and protect her, to ferry her out of here and back to my house in the woods with its fence and bunker and generator and fresh spring well. There I might convince myself that we were safe. "When did the unraveling begin?" Luna asked. "The unraveling?" I repeated. "You said this was a story about the failures of love," said Luna, her tone accusatory. "That's what you said." "Yes, I did say that." "You repeat the word unraveling several times in the love poem. You said there was happiness in your family, and then—" Luna did not finish the sentence. She left the question hanging over me, over us all. "And then?" I repeated. I cleared my throat. I glanced at Henry, and he winked, nodded for me to continue. If there is one thing I have succeeded at in life, I thought then, it's choosing husbands. When did Joe's unraveling begin? I considered how to answer Luna's question. When he met Sandrine? Or took the job at Morgan Capital? Or was it when his baseball career ended with one...